Hello and welcome back. Welcome to you if this is your first time. Let's jump right in and see how we can make this decorative floating wall shelf. The entire build can be done with a 24 by 24 project panel that you can pick up from the big box store. I'm just using leftovers that I had from previous projects. So as you can see in the video, I've included all the dimensions and I hope they'll be helpful. As I mentioned a couple weeks or so ago, I have been working on putting together plans for projects that I share videos of on this channel. I will put a link to that in the video. Once that becomes available, it will have all the plans available to download for free and you can use them as you like. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you will get notified when I post that link on the channel. I'm just doing a dry fitting of all the parts, and then afterwards I will be using some cabinet screws and some wood glue to fasten it all together. And the length of the cabinet screws are 1.5 inches. And the ones that I'm using, you actually don't need to pre-drill, but I did some countersinking of the holes, just especially for the back, since it will be against the wall, to make sure that it sits flush against the wall. And initially I was going to just tack them with the nail gun there, but then because I'm using the quick and thick glue, it holds it all in place, and so there's really no need for the tacking them with nails prior to screwing them. From this point on, most of what I'm doing is very self-explanatory. I'm just fastening all the sides with these screws. And I'm showing you there how you can just use a 12-inch long wood clamp and clamp the pieces to get those two sides together to make driving the screws easier. At this point, I want to quickly remind you that all you need is a little bit of faith and some action. At this point, you're pretty much done with the build. However, I was going to initially make this using 1x6, which is actually a 3/4 by 5.5 inches. But apparently I didn't have any lumber available, so I went with the scraps of plywood. And so I'm going to dress the ends of the plywood with strips of 1x material that I had ripped down a few months or so ago for a different project. So I'm going to use that to dress the ends so it would look like it was made using a 1x material instead of a plywood. Because the alternative you have is to use edge banding and cover those sides so they look nicer. So you can always use this as an alternative to edge banding. If you're not comfortable doing edge banding, you can just rip up strips in the 1/4 inch strip or even 1/2 inch strips and use them to dress the ends of the plywood. So to fasten the strips, I'm using 1.5 inch pin nails and some glue. So I'm adding the glue, and then I used the 1.5 inch pin nails to hold them together so you could barely see the marks left by the nails there. So at this point in the video, I just want to remind you that all you need is just a little faith and some DIY action. I also added a couple strips that are covering the two screws on two sides. I didn't add glue there because they actually serve in two purposes: to hide the screws as well as serve as a stop for the books that will be going on the bookshelf. And I'm just pre-drilling two holes that will be used to fasten it onto the wall. Next, I used a stud finder to find where the studs are and picked the one that I was going to use that was in the right spot, and then I just fastened it onto the stud there. I know it's not going anywhere. And that is it. Job completed, and I am delighted with how it turned out. Thank you for watching. As always, feel free to share this video with anyone else you know might be interested in building one of these. I want you to know that I appreciate you taking the time to watch the video up to this point. As a thank you, there is a video in the top right in the corner that you can watch that you might be interested in, or one of the ones showing up on your screen anytime from now. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. As always, I hope you'll have a tangible experience of God's love today.